Dako na po tayo sa ilang concerns na nire-raise na rin ng mga resource persons na at ng mga senador on bed capacity and service capability rationalization. Sa mga nakaraang taon, ilang batas na ang ipinasa ng Kongreso para palakihin ang bed capacity ng mga pampublikong ospital. Nabanggit na rin ni Dr. Nunez kaugnay ng severe overcrowding no sa EAMC. Pero ang tanong, na ipapatupad ba talaga ang mga batas na ito at sapat ba ang pondo? Halimbawa, nung bumisita po ako sa Corazon Locsin Montelibano Hospital, Memorial Hospital sa Bacolod, nalaman ko na as early as 2019, pinayagan na silang mag-expand to 1,000 beds. Pero ngayon, 2025 na, 450 pa rin ang operational. 5 taon na ang nakalipas at 6 na taon pero kulang pa rin ang kama para sa pasyente. At sa dialogue ko sa kanila, katulad na concern sa EAMC na ang lopsided ng patient to doctor or medical professional ratio in hospital. The President's announcement of the government's zero balance billing policy na napag-uusapan na rin natin has resulted in increased demand for healthcare services. This surge may pose operational challenges to the public hospital system and could lead to unmet expectations among patients and their families. Yet, with or without the ZBB policy, one of the recurring concerns raised by our patients is the persistent overcrowding in public hospitals. Mapa Corazon yan, mapa EAMC. More often than not, families are told to seek treatment elsewhere. At may mga kwento pa rin ng mga pasyente na nakapila at nagsisiksikan sa mga hallways at waiting areas. Nabanggit na rin. To help our government hospitals accommodate more patients, the committee will hear measures filed by this representation, Senators Pia Cayetano and Jinggoy Estrada, which authorize the DOH to set and approve the bed capacity and service capability of their retained hospitals. So, unang tanong po sa DOH din, may we request the department to update the committee on the current status of implementation of the various laws that authorize increases sa bed capacities ng ating mga government hospitals?
Okay, so let's go now to the implementation of DOH hospital laws. Okay, so on the other hand, to further contribute to the PHFDP, the legislative measures are necessary in the establishment, renaming, and expansion of the DOH hospitals. There was a total of 11 hospital laws enacted in the 19th Congress, and 2 have already been enacted in the 20th Congress. Among these, 6 are for increasing bed capacities, 6 are to establish new DOH hospitals, and 1 is to rename Mindanao Central Sanitarium to Zamboanga Regional Medical Center.
Asek, I heard you mention the words bed capacity. Did you? Tama ba? Andyan ba yan sa matrix na yan? There. Okay. Sa classification column. Okay.
Yes, Madam Chair.
All right.
Perhaps we can go to the slide 13. DOH Hospital ABC versus IBC. So, Madam Chair, this is the to show the need to pass that particular law, the bed rationalization. So the following slide shows the current service capability of the DOH hospitals, the authorized bed capacity by law, ABC by license, and they're implementing bed capacities or the actual. The specific slide shows that the list of DOH hospitals funded under the line item operations of DOH Hospitals Metro Manila, which includes 12 hospitals. So you can see there are disparities between the ABC by license and the IBC or the actual.
Madam Chair, ang problema po kasi na nangyayari, kapag isinibatas po natin yung sinasabing authorized bed capacity, meron pong konsepto ang ating publiko na basta sinabi ng batas na authorized bed ay magkakaroon na ng kama. Ngunit ang katotohanan po niyan ay ang isang kama ay makakagamot lamang ng pasyente kung ito ay may kaakibat na kagamitan at pinaka-importante, human resources for health. Ibig sabihin, dapat meron hong doktor at nurse na titingin dun sa nakalagak dun sa ating kama. So halimbawa po, dun sa Corazon Locsin Montelibano Memorial Regional Hospital, kahit ang sinabi ho ng batas is 1,000, ang ating pakiwari po ay kaya lang siya nabigyan or nakaka-operate ng 506 kasi baka kulang sila sa doktor. Sa katunayan po, meron ho kaming datos na sa aming panukalang budget para sa 2026, hindi po nabigay yung hiningi na 19.3 billion pesos across all the DOH hospitals para sa personal services po o sa PS na sinasabi. Dahil at hindi lang po yun, Madam Chair, isang usapin po kung bibigyan ng budget, another discussion po kung gaano kabilis mailalabas yung sinasabi na plantilla item. Dahil maaaring meron po tayong budget pero kung hindi po mabibigay kagad yung ating i-request na plantilla item for doctors, nurses, midwives, utility workers at lahat na po ng tinatawag natin na health and care workers sa ating mga ospital, hindi ho talaga magagamit yung 1,000 beds na yon, Madam Chair.
Well, salamat Dr. Domingo. Actually, you've started answering one of my follow-up questions kung nasaan ang bottleneck. So, binanggit nyo yung bukod sa kama, yung kakulangan, pangangailangan at kakulangan sa kagamitan at saka sa health human resources. And then the budget, no, the financing. So, very well noted.